Hello, 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 my machine heads, and welcome back to the farm, and welcome back to the Realistic Farming Channel, where we use real tractors, we use real equipment, we have realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. As you see, this is Meadow Grove Farm Extended, where in the life of a dairyman. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing awesome. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic, as I always say. Let me go ahead and shut this. Now, as you know, as you guys remember, the last episode, we left off on, we brought our animals back to the farm. We gave them a little tiny bit of water, so we've got to add some water to their pens. And then we're going to take the animal trailer back down to the shop. We are going to buy a forklift and a small feed mixer, and we're going to buy some silage from a local farmer that they'll have delivered back to the shop. Do this. I'll hook this up because we're not going to need this again. Because what I'll do is when they have babies, if they're bulls, we can go ahead and shut that. If they're bulls, then we'll put them over in the other pen for temporarily, or we'll sell them immediately as calves for some veal or something that they need down at the local farm. Now, buying bales is not uncommon. A lot of farmers do it when they're first starting out of the season because over the winter you use a lot of feed and you run out of a lot of stuff. So we're going to head down to the shop, get this couple of things bought, bring our silage back, get our animals fed, and then hopefully we have enough time to start fertilizing some of these grass fields. There. Now let's see. According to our growth soil competition. Let's see, where are we? Field 17. It needs plowing in, but it's grass. So I don't want to have to plow it in. Yeah. It's already grass. I think I'm going to try to buy a small sprayer until we start making enough slurry. Because the nice thing about the smaller fields is we can use a slurry sprayer and spray some of these fields. All right. So as you can see, the life of a dairyman is quite extensive as far as getting set up. It's you're running a minimalistic lifestyle. You are running as little as you can when you can. Because the cows, if you're, that's kind of cool, more storage. You're just running, it's full-time operation for your cows all the time. Now, growing up, we were not a huge dairy farm. We only had 100 head of cattle, shall we say dairy cows. And because cattle are bulls, this is my steering wheel set up a little bit more. And it was a full-time job, but then again, there was only me, my dad, and my brother-in-law, but wasn't my brother-in-law at the time. But you know how that works. Started dating my sister. This little tractor is kind of nice. I like it. But we didn't have big tractors, and we didn't have big equipment, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. We got a good turnout for the first episode. I'm glad everybody likes it, and once I get into more and more explanations on why things are done, then I think you guys will enjoy it even more. Where is the sell point? That's the buy point. Would there be triggers? Wonder if it's inside. It might be. Huh. We got a tractor in there. Okay, so there it is. It's these yellow lines here. I would assume. That's fuel. Okay. The nice thing is that we're close to a fuel station. I'm assuming if this doesn't work, we'll just sell it manually. Yep, sell. All right. So, the first thing we're going to buy is... Where is the buy point? Let's do it manually here. All right. First thing we're going to buy is a forklift to keep at the shop. Oh. Be nice if I paid attention, wouldn't it? That's going to stay at the shop. Down here. Still, we'll park it someplace nice. And then, let's get into buying some animal stuff. I went ahead and I downloaded this mod because this is kind of neat. It only holds 6,000. I also decided, I'm going to let you guys know right now. Let's see, there's no color choice. So we can only buy one bale of silage for right now. And if we have to, we'll have to come back down. I've decided the reason I went ahead with this one, because it only holds 6,000, is because I'm going to use exactly what we had on our farm, a small baler, only 1,000 liters. So we're gonna probably end up doing silage in the clamp at the farm, and then we'll make these into hay and straw, and then we'll make our total mixed ration out of that. So bales. 1 square. We'll do our own silage bales. Let me get my tractor moved out of the way here. There's so many cool mods for forklifts out there, but I was like, nah, I'm going to leave it. Come on. Might have to do this with it. I didn't realize this was this tall. There it goes. I didn't realize it was that tall. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to park this inside because it's theirs. Yes, we purchased it, but it's going to be left at the shop for loading up pallets. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a skid steer at the farm for moving bales, cleaning the muck, doing the silage. There, this is your forklift. Well, it's my forklift, but they're gonna allow me to keep it at the store here. All right, let's take our feed back to the cows. Now, like I said earlier, it is not uncommon for farmers in the springtime to buy silage bales or silage off a local farmer that has extra. First of all, let's get out and look at this. It's a really, really, really tiny mixer. It only holds 6,000. And it's kind of neat, actually. It may take all this. We may have to come back down and buy another bale. But yeah, like I was saying, farmers, because you're using total mixed ration most of the time in the wintertime, and we mixed our total mixed rations instead of with silage, instead of with straw, we used silage and soybeans and hay. Hay was the filler. And that way they got a little bit of protein, and they got a little bit, because corn is great too. A lot of farmers use corn, but the problem with corn is the cows build up lactic acid from the starch. And they get their muscle issues and things, because dairy cows in real life are not very active. I mean, they move, if you've ever watched them in a field, they move really slow. They eat, and they're constantly grazing, and they're constantly moving. So in the spring and summer, yes, you're doing your hay bales and things like that, but a lot of times the cows are getting fed from the grass they graze on. You put them in different pastures, and, you know, like, I'll show you when we get up here. I'm going to start using my steering wheel, too. You'll see that when I use my controller, I was twitching a lot. Did I go? No, I didn't go by my farm yet. Still learning. There she is. I have to go up the big hill. I have to remember the sign that says dairy farm. Okay, so, like, let me run down here real quick. You don't need to come in and out of there. All right, so what we would do, this is tutorial time. Tutorial 101. Dun, dun, dun. You would come in here. You would shoo them out this. You would open this, shoo them out into here, open this, and literally there'd be a gate. We'd have a gate across here, too. And you would shoo them right across the street. Or actually, they did this right. You wouldn't use that one. You'd use this one. And you'd come right across the street with them. And you would shoo them literally right into here. And then they'd be able to eat this all day. 2 days, 3 days, maybe, tops, depending on how many cows you have. But 10 cows would probably devour this in about 2 days. And then the next day, providing the weather, you move them into the next one over here. You're constantly moving them, and you're constantly letting them graze. I was watching this video today. The Storm Chasers video. It's kind of neat. The guy was out in Oklahoma, Reed Timmer, I think his name is. And he was chasing tornadoes, and it was funny. The cows in Oklahoma, and of course me, being an ex-dairy farmer, was literally watching what the cows were doing, and they never even moved. That's got to open. Do you have to come in here and open it? This is how you feed them. Right? That's the back side. That's the hinges. So it would open right here. Can't even open the fences in my own farm. Wow, that's crazy. I know this opens. I've had it open before. Ah, there you go. So can we leave that open and then just shut this one? Yes. All right. We'll leave that closed. They'll be able to get in both ways into their feed. Okay. That's what we're going to do. All right, I don't think I have a lot left, so we're going to go on down. And buy another bale. Just to have it on hand. Well, actually, you know what we can do? Handy dandy screen. I get it right. Just cattle pasture. Nope, we need a little bit more. It'll probably take about half the other bale. Excuse me. And the other thing is the reason I want to buy a skid steer and bring it back to the farm is it'll be nice for this little farm to have a skid steer to be able to clean the pens out when we do switch to manure. So maybe instead of fertilizing, maybe we'll get set up with some pallets of fertilizer and stuff. Bring it back to the farm on a nice little trailer. Use our skid steer to unload it. Turn my microphone up a little bit. Seemed like it was a little quiet. But I'm hoping you guys will, like the tutorial part of it, will like the explanation part of it. I hope. Because that's what I'm all about. I love to teach. I love to teach. I love to teach. So I hope you guys like it. Now, once we get going with bales, we'll have, like I said, we'll have the small baler, because that's what I used growing up. We had round bales, too. I'm not going to lie. We had a round baler that did 5.8 size bales. 5.6 or 5.8, I think. And that's how big the bale is around. Because I drive like a bat out of heck. I think the bale spawns right there. And then we had the little square bales, which were bales, one silage. Which were, you could grab two of them. They're about 80 to 100 pounds. Sorry, my brain stopped. I do like the fact that they put a forklift in from Farm Sim 17. Isn't that kind of neat? Looks like I'm barely under it. Wow. There it goes. Might have to get a different... This is a really high little mixer. There. Thanks, guys. Be back in a little while. Yeah, 67% it filled with one 4,000 bale. We wouldn't be able to use this mixer on anything unless we use the small bales, unless we could change our bale size. And I think the variable bale size, and I have that downloaded, is the smallest is 4,000. If you could go to like 2,000, I could use the regular round baler. but I don't think in real life. All right, I'm tired of that. Oh, I forgot I had my steering wheel set up for to look around. Oh, yeah. All right. We're set now. Now we can use our steering wheel instead of the controller. I forgot I had this all set up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. As Virtual Farmer would do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love all these YouTubers. They're great. So, do you guys like the fact that I'm going to start calling you guys machine heads? Because I love it. I love it, love it, love it. You guys also got to check out a channel called Pennsylvania Dairyman. What an amazing little kid that is. And I was watching a couple of his videos from a while ago this morning. And what a good little hard-working kid that is. He's probably not much more than 14 or 15. But boy, I tell you, he works hard. It's like the one video. He's like, I just got home from school, and I got to go bale this field behind him. And I'm thinking, wow. Like, there's not many kids out there that'll keep doing that. All right. See, this is real life. It's taken me the better part of a half an hour just to get our cows fed. Try to do this and with a steering wheel. It's going to be kind of cool. I'm going to try to do it as much as I can because it just adds to the realism. I wonder how much that slurry will hold. Probably a couple million liters. Well, first of all, Nathan. No, it's the ground. Okay, I'll shut up. I'll be quiet. The other thing I'm going to do is go down to the other end and see if I can open those gates there like I did this one. Because it'll still keep the cows in, but we'll be able to leave the gate open. Because when I was growing up, we had the gates you could put them to... you can, like I said, they can get in there. Get in there. This is where their straw bedding goes. I had the same problem on the other side. See, the disadvantage to playing with the HUD off is you can't see when it says open gate. Spending all my time trying to get this gate open. Gotta be right in here. I know what I gotta do. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure this out later. I only got about 5 minutes left. Monkey with my... Because what you would do normally is you would drive your tractor and then you would move it and fill the chute up evenly. But I'm gonna do that off camera and try to figure out how to open that gate so it's like this one down here. I'll have to turn the HUD on for a few seconds and do it. I think I'm going to be too close. Oh, I made it. All right, so we're going to store this over here. And we'll head back down to the store. Let's see what we got here. So that's where I want to put my bales. What is this here? Oh, just more bale storage. Awesome. Awesome. And we're going to fill this up with small little bales. So let's just put the mixer in here for now. All right, so we're going to head that back down to the shop. Gotta forget I habitually picked my controller up. Shh, don't tell anybody. Head back down, and we'll buy our trailer first, and then we'll buy our... The next episode, we're going to have to buy some... Oops, wrong way. All right. Your machine had to get closed. You can get out that way, but I want to continually use this. The disadvantages to not playing on a map first for a little while. But like I said, like I just got done telling you guys, if you can remember, you know, a half an hour real time just to get the mixer back, just to get the animals fed. And it took us, so it was about an hour real time. So in real life farming, you know, you would start milking at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and maybe by 7 or 8, depending on how many you had. It used to take us about 2 hours just to milk them, you know, and then you've got to make sure they're clean. Their udders have to be clean, and then you have to put them out in the pasture if it's summer or spring. If it's winter, they got to be moved into another barn. It's quite extensive. And as a child growing up, that was all done before school. And then you jump on the school bus at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:15 in the morning, and then you go to school, you come home, and it's pretty much whatever Dad had chores lined up for us as far as field work. And then we went right into feeding the cows at 5. So, you know, you're sitting down to supper time at, 8, 9 o'clock at night, depending on... I'm going to fix those brakes on this. Perfect. Sun's coming up. Getting a nice little sunrise coming in. Like I said, we're expecting some rain in this afternoon. So we won't move the cows this afternoon. I'm hoping that they bring out in Fs19 the ability to move your cows from pen to pen. Now, I'm going to leave this over here for now. And we're going to buy us a small trailer. I like the one that I'm using on No Man's Land, because that'll fit nicely on this map here. We can go with the bale trailer, but it's articulated. Let's go with this one. I've been using this quite a bit on every map. All right, so we're going to go barriers. Nope. I like this one for bales. I think we're going to use that one. Floor, wood, planks 2, plank, wood. Let's go planks 1, and we'll go dark brown and a little bit bigger tires. Yeah, that looks good. Let's match it to our Ford. I think it's this one. Yeah. All right. And then I'll leave it here, as we are at our mark, everyone. Look at that. The trailer's a little dark, but... Oh, I tell you, it's nice, though. Trailer's really nice. Anyways, we're going to wrap this bad boy up right here and finish this episode. So, everybody, we finally finished. We got our cows done. We got our cows fed. We are getting ready to take some fertilizer, and I may buy another couple of bales just to have them at the farm for the next couple of days. And we'll buy some liquid fertilizer. And then the next episode coming back, we will purchase our fertilizer and go see if we can fertilize some of those grass fields. Or plow them in. Maybe we'll plow them in and then make them grass. That would make sense too. And without further ado, make sure you guys look out for each other, look out for yourselves, and most importantly, look out for your families. And just enjoy the night, the weekend, the day, whenever you're watching this. And as always, Fury Machine will catch everyone on the flip side.